It's time for reading again. And this week, our essential question is, what can happen when we work together? I bet you're working together at home with your family. When we were at school, we worked together to accomplish things. And right now, as a whole country, we are working together. And when we work together, we want to make good decisions. Our story for this week is going to be, what's the big idea, Molly? Do you think this story is fiction or nonfiction? We'll have to read it to find out. This story is by Valery Gorbachev. I want you to pay attention as we're reading to the characters in the story and to the setting of the story. Molly put down her notebook. It was not a good day for ideas. Molly had been trying to write a poem all morning. She loved beautiful words, but she just couldn't find an idea. Now all her friends had come to Molly's house. Tomorrow was Turtle's birthday, but no one would come up with an idea for a gift for Turtle either. Molly put her pencil down. I know, Rabbit said. A nice picture is a great birthday gift. I will draw a picture of a flower for Turtle. I like it, said Goose. I will draw a picture of a flower for Turtle too. Frog jumped right off the couch. Me too, I love to draw flowers. And me, said Pig. Flowers are my favorite things to draw. No, 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 said Molly. Drawing is a good idea, and I like to draw too. But we can't give Turtle 5 pictures of a flower. We need to think. I think of my best ideas when I run, said Rabbit, walking out of the house. I think best when I am fishing, Goose said, following him. I get my best ideas down by the pond, Frog said. Mine come to me under the willow tree, said Pig. I'll be back soon. I am staying here, said Molly. My best ideas come to me right here, when they come to me at all, that is. And she sat down on the porch. Maybe she'd do better thinking up a gift for Turtle than she did thinking up a poem. Meantime, Rabbit ran and ran and ran until he got the perfect new idea of what to draw for Turtle's birthday. Frog hopped to the pond and plopped in. He swam and swam until he got a great idea of what to draw for Turtle's birthday. Goose waddled down to the lake. He fished and fished until he got just the right idea of what to draw for Turtle's birthday. Pig went right to the willow tree and she took a nap. That's how she got her best ideas. When she woke up, she knew just what to draw. When all the friends ran to Molly's house with their new ideas, Molly still had no idea at all. What ideas did you come up with? She asked, a bit grumpy. Running through the woods, I saw a beautiful tree. I am drawing the tree for Turtle, said Rabbit. I am sure Turtle will love it. Oh dear, said Frog, jumping into the pond. I saw a beautiful tree too. 2 pictures of trees will be all right, won't they? You will not believe it, said Goose, but I caught a fish under a most beautiful tree as well, and I have drawn that very tree for Turtle. 3 very good pictures of trees will be all right too, right? Oops, squealed Pig. The tree that I was sleeping under was the perfect tree. I have started to draw that very tree for Turtle. Oh, goodness, said Molly. First it was all flowers, now it is all trees. You can't all give Turtle a picture of a tree. Wait, I've got an idea. She sat down on the porch with her pad and pencil and began to write. What is it, Molly? Said her friends. Do you want to draw a tree too? No, said Molly without looking up. Just wait, please. Then Molly told everyone her idea, and they all loved it. Molly and her friends got busy working on Turtle's present together. They drew and painted and glued and stapled until it was finished. I wonder what Molly's idea was. Happy birthday to you. The next day was Turtle's birthday. They met him down by the pond and sang happy birthday to him. Then all together gave him one, just one, wrapped present. It was a beautiful book from his 5 friends with beautiful pictures for every season. The summer picture was drawn by Rabbit. Summer. In summer, it's so hot, I feel like I'm in a melting pot. Goose drew that autumn picture. Autumn. Fall is in the air, leaves are blowing here and there. Frog drew the winter picture. Winter. Snow is crystal white, it shines in the night. Pig, who loves spring best, drew spring. Spring. Spring is here, let's give a cheer, it's the best season of the year. We know who drew the pictures. Who do you think wrote the poems? And Molly wrote every beautiful word. I love this book, said Turtle, and I love all of you. I will think of you whenever I read it. And they all sat down and had a great birthday party together. When Molly went home, she sat back on the porch step. I wonder, she said, picking up her notebook and pencil, if I will get another big idea tomorrow. I am ready for it. Now I asked you to think about the characters in the story. Who is the main character of our story? Our main character was Molly, who was the mouse. And then there were supporting characters. We had the pig and the goose and the frog and the rabbit. Okay, those were also characters in our story. What would you say the setting of the story was? The main setting took place at Molly's house, but then you also had the surrounding setting, which I would say would be the forest or the woods. So the main setting would have been Molly's house. Good. And if you had to retell this story, what happened first? We had Molly at her house and her friends came over and they were working on a project. They were trying to figure out what to give Turtle for his birthday. What happened next? They were having a hard time coming up with an idea, and they all kind of had their own way of thinking. And then they came back together and shared their idea, and it happened to be the same idea again. What happened last? Molly and the others used their idea to create a present for Turtle, and they gave Turtle that present. And Turtle loved his present that they made for him. Did they have to work together in this story? Because that was our essential question. Yeah, they all worked together and they shared their ideas and they made their ideas even better by working with each other so that they could come up with a great birthday present for Turtle. That was our story. What's the big idea, Molly? This week we have 2 high frequency words. The first word is the word who, and the next word is the word good. Again, with our high frequency words, usually we spend the whole week, we go through them on our flashcards, we write them, we read them in text. And since we're not in school, we really have to be practicing at home. So make sure you're going through your high frequency cards every day at some point so that you put those in your brain and really focus on those 2 words, good and who, this week, so that you can read them, but you can also write them. So who is W-H-O, good, G-O-O-D. And this week we're working with the long U sound. So here's my card and we have a cube. So we hear that k-u-b. That's that long U sound. And again, we're focusing on the consonant, the vowel, and that silent E or that bossy E. And for our words, oops. My first word we have is flute, flute, flute. Next word, mule, cube, fuse, cute, fume, muse, mute, and we're back to flute. I did pretty good. I dropped them and I picked them up and they were all the right way. Keep practicing. You can always go back and rewatch videos as we continue to work on reading concepts. Oh, there's one more thing that I wanted to talk about before I finish this video, and that's on our question words. We've talked about question words before, and so our question words are who, where, what, when, why, and how. So we usually use those at the beginning of a question. So if, I'm going to grab my book, and I say blank has a pet, what question word would I put in there? Would I use what or who? Who has a pet? How about if I say blank is the dog? Would I say who or where? Where is the dog? How about blank, can we go to the game? The question word I would use, I'm going to say when can we go to the game? Next one, blank do you want to do? My question word, would I use where or what? What do you want to do? Blank, can I help? I'm going to say how can I help? And the last one, blank, do you look sad? I'm going to say why do you look sad? So it's important when we're writing those questions that we're using those question words. And we have the question words are who, what, when, where, why, and how. All right, have a great day.